What's up, everybody? It's Keyz, and we're back in the studio for another episode of Behind the Mix. And on today, I have a brother from Philadelphia, from Uptown, also known as the hometown hero, none other than my man Q-Flo. What's up, bro?
What's going on, man?
How you, man?
I'm good.
Glad for you to be here.
Thanks for
Let's
having
get into it. So, bro, who is Q-Flo? Like, who are you?
Well, I'm Quentin Davis the third. I got the name Q-Flo in high school. Joined my wrestling team, and me and my friends were joking around, and he was like, "Yeah, we should have nicknames for each other like the UFC." And I was like, "Cool, well, you know, this dude name is Ken Flo, so I'm gonna call myself Q-Flo." You know, and then I liked it. It clicked, you know. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep it. I mean, ain't nobody else gonna claim it, so I'm gonna keep it.
Listen, I can't even blame you. A long time ago, I'm not even gonna say it. Let's just say, I thank God for change. But there are certain names that we get when we're young, and it offers the craziest thing, and then we rock out with it, and we be like later, like, what was I doing? You know what I mean? What really was I doing? No, but honestly, like, that fits who you actually are as an artist. You know, now I guess when they say Q-Flo, when I heard Q-Flo, I just think of your style of rapping. You know, if that's who you are, like, you know, you just flow on beats rather than someone who just jumps on. I could name a bunch of industry names that we can say, like the Cam'rons of the game, or people who just kind of like stab at beats.
Right.
But, you know, I just got done listening to something exclusive, and we'll talk about it later. And there's a reason why his name is Q-Flo, and it has nothing to do with UFC. Okay, so now listen, that's who you're, Quentin Davis III. So what is Q-Flo as a brand? Like, who is this artist, Q-Flo? Who is this guy?
Well, I mean, let me start from how I even got into the ministry. I've seen a couple artists, A. Smith and Byron before the photography. I seen them rapping at my church, and I was thinking, like, man, I didn't even know Christian rap existed. So I was like, man, I want to try it, you know? And I took a stab at it, and I tried it, and I liked it. One day I was doing it in for my youth service. We had an event going on, and you know, a couple of them came to me and was like, yo, that was really good, and you really blessed me. I like that. Thank you. And I'm like, yo, like, I'm gonna stick with it. You know? So then my little brother joined along. Later on down the road, Poetry came through, was like, you know, came to us, was like, yo, I want to join you guys. Like, you guys are good, I want to join you. And I was like, sure, no doubt, you know. We all new to this, we gonna go up this road together.
Wow.
You know, and that was such a long time ago. We've been friends for 8-9 years. It was such a long time ago. And here we are now, 2016, still at it, you know. And basically, like, the reason why I do it is when I was younger, I got bullied for anything and everything. Physically, verbally. I just got bullied for everything. And, you know, I always liked music. And I figure I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go and encourage people who feel like they're alone and feel like they're overlooked and who are getting bullied. You know, I just want to do this to encourage them, empower them, let them know, hey, man, I've been down that road. I met Jesus. Look at me now. You know, this will also be you. You know, let me tell you who God is real quick.
Wow, you just answered like a bunch of my questions all in one. Because I was going to ask, how did you get into the music? And you kind of just went down that road. So let me say this. What is, of course, so you're in ministry, and that's the perspective in which you have. But what is the message that you yourself want to give off to people?
The message I want to give off to people is, you know, God is the key. His love, His power, His grace, it's all there to encourage us, empower us. You know, so pretty much that main message is believe in God, just trust in God, have faith in Him.
Wow.
Because it'll work.
Wow. So down the lines of and what makes ministry so potent is the fact that you've been through circumstances yourself, like you said. You've been bullied, verbally, physically, and so what are some other things, including that led you down this journey? That like, what are some other things that now make you so relatable to others? You know what I mean? What other experiences have you been through down your journey that makes you a little bit more relatable than others?
Oh man, there's so much. Like, you know, I was also, you know, my family had the divorce issue going on, and that hurt a little, but it didn't. I feel like it didn't affect me as much because my mom, like, she kept us in church. She stayed faithful. She stayed prayed up, and she kept me and my little brother around godly men. So the whole divorce thing didn't really hurt me as much as people, you know, as much as it hurt other people. But, you know, I did experience that, you know, losing my dad, it hurt. But I got over it. I don't, you know, I can only say it's the grace of God, because I got over it quicker than most people would. Mm-hmm. You know, that the bullying, that was pretty much it. Like, that was pretty much it. And then once I really gave my life to God, it was like, yo, like, I got over it. I didn't get bullied as much as I used to. Wow. You know, I definitely didn't get teased a lot. Like, I used to get teased, like I said, for everything, being tall, being light-skinned, freckles, you know, everything. So it didn't happen as much anymore. So.
Wow. I think you just said a lot more than you even realize. Because even in the Bible it says that, you know, he'll make you the head and not the tail, above and not beneath, the lender not the borrower. And, you know, those who are last will be first to rise in him. You know what I mean? I mean, those who are dead now will be first to rise in him. You know, the last shall be first. You know, there's a lot of things that what you just said, and you, I don't know if you even realize it. It's the simple fact that everybody in life goes through certain issues and situations, and a lot of those things are inevitable. But it's the simple fact that because you made a life-changing decision to put your faith and your trust into someone bigger and greater than you, he chose to change your persona and change those experiences that you go through, but use those experiences that you went through to actually help you go further in ministry. And I think that's just very important, not just for you, but for all artists, especially ones in the ministry, to realize, don't forget about where you came from. We just don't want you to look back to where you came from, but don't forget about where you came from, because it's where you came from and the things that you've been through help you to develop your characteristics. And especially when it comes to music, it helps you to develop your music. And you want to be as authentic as you can, as transparent as you can, and as real as you can. So that's really important. So let's say this. So what do you think the most important thing you have learned so far for yourself has been in this walk, not just in ministry, but as an artist? What is the biggest thing that you have learned personally as Q-Flo? Like, you know, as me, I'm writing, you know, I'm a rapper now, I write, I pick up mics, I do shows. What have I learned?
I think, like, the biggest thing is to just let God control it all. Just let him take control. Don't even, you know, worry about, well, what if I mess up, or what if I fall short? It's just like, stop. Just let God take control of it all and watch where he's going to lead you.
Wow. That's pretty powerful. So take us behind this secret that I know about already. This song that's about to come out. Take us behind this song. Can you tell the audience what they're about to hear, what they're about to expect?
Okay. Well, tomorrow I'm dropping a new song called The Overcomer. Right. Now I won't get too detailed with the story, but pretty much, like, this was recent. I was pretty much like, I reverted back to the bullying days, but it was all myself. Like, I was just like tormenting myself, like just doubting myself. Like, yeah, Q, look at all your brothers excel in the ministry. You know, that's not gonna be you. Like, what are you doing that they not doing? Why you not doing this and why you not doing that? You know, I was just beating myself up in the worst way. And, you know, I got some tough love from a lot of my brothers. Like, they really not could've, and it was crazy because they didn't have to do it. I gave them no reason to do it. They could have said, you know what, Q, we not cool no more. You know, and I thank God that they didn't. You know, I still, sometimes when I think about it, like, I still cry on it because, like, yo, I really messed up. You know, and I admit that. It was hard for me to admit that because I just wanted to play the victim. But it was like, no, I gotta be a man, and I'm a man up, and I'm gonna admit I messed up. You know, but God showed me grace, and He showed me grace through my brothers. They forgave me. You know, we working on it. Actually, we worked on it, and we're good. Like,
see, and that's one of the biggest things, especially when it has something to do with your team, your bros, your family, the people who you are close to. It's the simple fact that if something goes on, reconciliation holds so much more power than what the situation holds. And it doesn't matter what situation it is. It's the simple fact that I can come back and we can be stronger than we were before. It kind of gives you more of a reason to be cooler, to be tighter, to be closer than you were before. I mean, and that's awesome that you have some true meaning to the song, The Overcomer. Because this just isn't one of those songs where you heard a beat and you just, you know, it's like, all right, I'm gonna just do a song to it and I'm gonna just rock out, I'm gonna make sure it's hot, you know. Not saying that he didn't do that, because the song is pretty good, let me tell you. But what I'm saying is that you have a clear message that you're trying to get across to others, and it's a personal message, and I think I need for everybody to hear this, because I think it speaks volumes for the fact that you will even admit that you did wrong and that it's portrayed through this track. Because a lot of people fake the funk. They fake the funk, they don't keep it 100, and they think that, you know, by me brushing over this or sweeping it under a rug, you know, I can still have this notoriety and this so-called fame or this respect from others. But in the same situation, you lost respect for the people who have your back.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think you literally have just showed the paradigm of where you can reconcile with your team, with your brothers, and that's all translated through this song. I mean, like, literally, like, I just listened to the song, and the whole time I couldn't stop bobbing my head. You know why? Because I was really feeling it. And I wasn't just bobbing my head to the beat and bobbing my head to the flow of your lyrics, but it's kind of just like, yo, I feel something. It's like when I listen, like, you know, I feel something. Like, you know, in the words that you are saying, you can actually see how, you can actually hear how important and how deep this issue was for you. And I think that's what translates into a better song. I don't think it's necessarily the beat. I don't think it's necessarily the flow that you had on the beat, the type style that you chose. I think it really is the anointing and the fact that you chose to dig deep to make a song like this. Like, it's a really good song. Like, y'all gotta hear me. It's a really good song, and I need for you all to go check it out. It's a really good song, The Overcomer. So, all right, let's keep moving. So, we know how much this song means to you. We know that this is like I guess another a big point in your career and big point in your life in general. You know, just doing another song like this. Now, you have put out many songs on the internet now. You released many songs before, but what makes this song so much more different than anything that you ever done before?
Well, with this song, like, it took a lot of time, you know, just coming with the lyrics alone. Like this one, it was like, God, what do you want me to say? Like, I know I'm gonna pour my heart out in this one. I know I'm gonna spill it all, but, like, how should I go about it? You know, because I do, like, people know me for doing songs without hooks in them and all. this is the same thing, but I wanted people to know, like, I was hurting, not to glorify what transpired, but just to show people, like, even when you can beat yourself up, you can still overcome that with God. Like, like when you finally let God let him in, you can overcome that obstacle. And I clearly overcame a big obstacle, and that's what I wanted to portray in this song.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like it's bigger than the rest of the songs I had put out, because I try to give my all in all the songs that I put out, but this one I know I did. I know for a fact.
No, I know you did.
I know for a fact, like, I put my heart and soul in this one.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, man. Seriously, this is a great record right here. So, now that you're releasing The Overcomer, what is the next step for you? What comes after this song? What comes after this?
Well, I'm gonna definitely keep putting out music. One thing I can say, I know Poetry said it, I'm gonna say it too, man. Look out for Easter Sunday. Easter Sunday.
Yo, him and Poetry, I don't know what they got for Easter. They're not telling me. But what I do know is that on Easter, you better expect more than Jesus getting up. You better expect something from them as well, okay?
But besides that, I was working on a EP, but I actually put it in the back burner for The Overcomer, because I was like, that's how big this message needed to get out.
Wow.
So I might work on that EP. I might not. Until then, I'm gonna keep flowing, keep doing what I do, keep praising God.
Wow. So let me ask you this question that I ask every single person. If you had one artist or one producer in the whole world to work with, who would it be and why?
Oh boy. If I had one, I'll say one producer. Can I say the music group? Because I don't know who the producer is, but I know the group.
Definitely.
There's a group called Visionary.
Uh-huh.
They work with a guy named Logic.
Okay.
And I want to do a song with Logic. He's not a Christian artist, but he's dope. He's dope. He doesn't rap about what the rest of the world raps about, even though he is vulgar. So Logic is dope, and Visionary, they're great. Like, beats, production, sound effects, everything, they're great.
Wow.
So I want to definitely work with them.
So if y'all watching, you know what y'all need to do. Hook up with Q-Flo. So now, if someone was like, okay, I saw the interview, I'm interested in this guy Q-Flo, how do I find him?
You can find me most of my information goes out on Instagram. So you can follow me on Instagram, Q-Flo_music. My SoundCloud is linked to it. My website is linked to it, but I'm still working on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's complete. You can go to it. It's fireforgodministries.wix.com/Q-Flo_music. But I prefer you just go to Instagram, and you'll definitely find everything on Instagram.
Cool. So if y'all need him, go to his Instagram. It's right there. And you can go to my website as well, keefkeys.com. If you need to find him, any information, we're going to have it all on there. Plus everything else that you need to know, all his news and everything, it will be on there. So if you can't find him, you can find me, and I'll make sure that you find him. And bro, I just want to say thank you for coming out tonight.
Man, thanks for having me.
Man, thank you. It's been a pleasure, man.
Always.
God bless you. I wish you the best, man.
Thank you, man.
And we out.